Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out two more Star Trek Deep Space Nine episodes. We are into Season 3 now, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Last week we had The Search Part 1 and The Search Part 2, the first two episodes of Star Trek Deep Space Nine Season 3, and I absolutely loved them. It was a great two-parter, and now we are heading into the mainstays of the season with Episode 3 and Episode 4, The House of Quark and Equilibrium. I've had some people say that The House of Quark is a really good episode, but not as many people as for some other episodes like Season 2's The Wire or Season 1's The Duet, but there have been a few people who have said The House of Quark is a good episode, and Equilibrium, I have no idea what to expect. And now going into Season 3 is where a lot of people have said that they start their DS9 journey if they are doing rewatches of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and I'm really interested to see if we get a lot of standalone episodes like we did in Season 1 or Season 2, or if we're getting a few more overarching story beats in every single episode. Now we're starting to get these continuation episodes a little bit more, like people have said DS9 becomes a very serialized show instead of a very episodic show, and I wonder if this is where we're going to start to see that transition. And before we get in this reaction, let me do the lighting. So Mutual Light was said, what color? It should be boop. Nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I think I'm gonna go blue, and I don't really have any reason for going blue besides I feel like I haven't watched Star Trek Deep Space Nine with blue lighting for a fairly long time now, so in honor of, Star Trek and my blue Star Trek shirt, and I like watching Star Trek with blue light, I'm gonna be watching it in a blue light today. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon of uncut and early access reactions to my movies and TV shows that come out up to 3 weeks early, which means on Patreon right now you can watch up to episode 10 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, which is I think called Fascination, which I probably really enjoyed. There's also exclusive movie polls, movie reactions, live streams, and so much more over there on Patreon. Star Trek merch, channel Star Trek merch, which is pretty interesting. Anyways, thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, let's dive into this episode now. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to episode 3 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine Season 3, The House of Quark. Oh my god, it's Morn. It's Frank. It's Frank Morn. And he's getting a girl too. Dude, I knew Frank was sexy, but I didn't know he could get it on all the time.
86. When Morn leaves, it's all over.
That's actually in the rule book.
When there's a sale on Synthahol, and there's no one here.
What are you doing wrong?
I should have gone into insurance. Better hours, more money, less scruples. It's all Cisco's fault.
Yeah, blame Cisco.
Give them a little something for the trouble. Brother? But no, he had to play it tough. So
yeah, I'm afraid of the Dominion.
Fewer people at Quark's, which means I am out of business.
That makes sense, actually.
Ringy slug.
Okay, don't call Quark that.
My name is Quark.
Okay.
Like to discuss arranging a line of credit.
You got terrified instantly. Klingon just tried to commit murder. Quark just killed a Klingon. Quark just killed a Klingon. It also seems like we are getting, this may be like an episodic episode, but we are getting serialized content in the form of him talking about the Dominion, the effects of the Dominion being a bad and scary presence in the Alpha Quadrant, so people don't want to come to DS9 because it's next to the wormhole. Oh, this is so interesting. I like this. I like the ramifications of the last 2 episodes plus season finale of Season 2. Oh, let's go! Star Trek Deep Space Nine! Oh god, I was actually going to pass out there for a second. By the end of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, I'll be able to sing for the whole intro. I'll be able to hold it for the whole entire intro. Imagine if I actually do that. That'd be crazy. I forgot the most important piece of the background. It's Frank, it's Morn, and he is having a fun time tonight, as seen at the start of the episode.
I wish they would hurry up and get rid of him.
I wish we could put him on display.
What?
Because customers.
And most of all, who killed the Klingon?
But no one killed him. It was an accident.
No, Quark did it.
This is insane, brother. What if his family comes looking for the killer?
Oh, that's true.
If business doesn't improve, I'll have to start making a few cutbacks in the operation of my bar.
You wouldn't cut Rob.
Your salary.
No.
Vulgar.
A typical drunken Klingon.
It's a speech to everyone.
Back. I was about to call for security to throw him out of my bar when suddenly he pulled a knife on me.
He did actually do that.
And plunged it into his chest.
Yeah. You did that to a Klingon, did you?
Hi, honey.
I love her little bonsai tree.
We had 3 Covarian freighter captains, all wanted to use the same docking port.
This is an interesting shot. What is it, Keiko?
How was school?
I closed it.
What? What?
That left Jake, Nog, and a lot of empty chairs.
Oh, wait, so what about school?
I told them I'd be happy to tutor them from now on. 2 students are not enough to sustain a school.
Because everyone's leaving because of the Dominion. The actual ramifications and consequences of this is crazy. And it's just because they said no to the foothold.
That means no more children, which means no more school.
Wow, I never even thought about this.
I'm fine, really.
Are you fine, though? Oh, man. Wait, I actually got chills there. What the heck? Wait, no, I actually got chills. This is... Oh, I didn't think about these consequences.
I just thought you'd like to know who it was that you killed in self-defense.
Oh, yes, I actually would.
Thoroughly disreputable character. A notorious drunkard.
Well,
Okay, okay.
I thought you'd also like to know that Kozak wasn't just some drifter passing.
Oh, no.
In fact, he was the head of a Klingon family, a rather powerful.
Oh, no.
Wait for Kozak's family to show up and ask to see the Ferengi bartender who killed him.
Wait for the family to show up.
I'm not just some Vino Ferengi trying to take their money. I'm Quark, slayer of Klingons.
Yeah!
I'll stand up, look them straight in the eye, and offer them a bribe.
And offer them a bribe. Okay. Okay. Oh my days. I think they're here. You want a bribe? You want a bribe?
What I hear.
Believe me, you'll like it. He was in my bar.
An honorable death?
Tell me that he died in an accident.
You do?
Yes, because there would be no honor.
Yeah, exactly. You want the honor.
So if you were the cause of an accident that will dishonor my entire family.
Oh my god. No, Quark, say you killed him.
So what you're saying is, if I killed him in personal combat...
Which you did, yeah.
Of course it's not good. He was my brother. But it would be honorable.
Valiant battle right up to the end. It was an honor to kill him.
I'm sure it was. Of Kozak.
You can count on it.
Kozak, Kozak. What a cool name, actually. Oh, Brian made her a nice dinner. Oh, he's so nice, guys.
My birthday, or...
I can't believe you've forgotten. It's I'm married to the most wonderful woman in the galaxy day.
Oh, that's so cute.
Too bad it only comes once a year.
Well, actually, it's a very irregular holiday.
It happens sometimes. Yeah, a little bit here, a little bit there.
Cake, noisemakers, fireworks.
Oh.
Fireworks in the bed, if you know what I mean.
I should be finished the docking inspection
Oh.
by 1300.
They finished the fireworks. O'Brien's such a good husband, though, don't you think?
Have a good day. I'll be in upper pylon 2 if you need me.
I'll be here.
Oh, poor Keiko, man. Like, what is she gonna do with her days now? She doesn't have a purpose, really, because teaching was her purpose on the station.
We're closed.
Are you Quark?
Yes?
My name is Grilka.
Grilka.
Kozak was my
You think she... Oh, my days! You think she likes the barbecue on the grill?
Is there something I can do?
Actually, there is.
What?
Yourself.
Is she testing him?
I want to know how my husband died, and I want the truth.
All right.
Dude, she saw right through him.
And he did try to attack me. But he tripped and fell on his own knife.
And to Dagor. You must be quite a liar.
It's a gift.
What?
Joe eat you!
What? Where's he going?
Where am I?
You are on Kronos,
That's an old Klingon.
what used to be known as the House of Kozak.
What's it called now?
Just the house.
Kozak died without a male heir. The house no longer has a name.
That looks like the same pattern as Quark's bar.
Wanted you to say that Kozak had died in honorable combat, so that no special dispensation would be granted.
I don't know.
What? Why?
That might have allowed Grilka to become head of the family, even though she's a woman.
Oh.
Then no dispensation would have been granted, and without a male heir, the house will fall.
Interesting.
And there is still time to prevent it from ever.
I also like her outfit.
Look,
Let me ask just one.
Repeat the words.
Repeat them, Quark.
Tuva Rilu.
Os Maluka.
What? Are they married now?
What's done?
The ceremony is complete. You are husband and wife.
Oh my god. That's amazing. So that was the House of Quark, not the House of Kozak. That's hilarious.
Well, it's kind of private.
Wife problems, Chief?
She knows.
Well, I'm sure the old man will be happy to explain it to you on your way out.
Oh, Yakir, leave, punk. I feel like I would want Dax in this conversation. He's pretty knowledgeable.
Romantic dinners, long moonlit walks in the holosuite. I even rearranged my work schedule so I could spend more time with her.
Oh, man.
I'd like permission to convert one of the empty cargo bays into an arboretum.
Oh, interesting.
The ODN conduits are shot, and the security systems never worked anyway.
So you're saying yes?
Ah, sounds like it to me.
Oh, Cisco's so nice.
And I know how important it is to do something about it.
Okay.
And I'm all for it. I just hope it works.
He's actually the best commander of all time.
We'll grant the transfer once the final rituals have been...
petition is out of order.
Oh.
Her husband is dead and her house is...
She basically said, I object, running through the doors.
And have chosen a new husband to lead my house. Enter, husband! All I have done is follow the Brechtal ritual. If the leader of a house...
This guy is like, what's going on?
Place and his wife.
Interesting.
And the head of this ridiculous Ferengi outside the gates.
Jeez. This guy's not very nice.
Go. You cannot challenge this man in council without just cause.
Yeah.
The House of Kozak is gone. For the time being, it will be known as the House of
Quark. Yes.
Quark. Quark? The House of Quark.
He's like throwing up saying that. Yeah, it's like a bad taste in his mouth.
Like my own.
Just do as I say, and there won't be any bloodshed.
Fine. What do we do now?
Good question.
Or from carrying out his threats. What's the plan?
I'm thinking.
You don't have a plan.
She had no plan.
But you have no idea where to go from here.
Fortunately, Quark's a good business partner and strategist.
Kozak squandered much of our family's wealth.
Interesting.
He can gain title of our lands and property. His family will become a very powerful influence in the Empire.
She kind of spoke that in like business terms, and so Quark will understand that.
We do not dirty ourselves with filthy ledgers looking for some financial trick.
Look!
Okay.
So maybe we should try doing things my way for a change.
Yes.
It certainly can't hurt to let me look at some filthy ledgers.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be so stubborn. I love that O'Brien still doesn't like him.
What do you think?
You're asking my opinion.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
For Keiko, I presume, to make her a little happier now the school's been closed down.
It's not just for Keiko.
It's for everyone.
Do you think it'll work?
Absolutely. For about 2 months. Then you'll be right back where you started.
Oh, what? Why?
Flowers, by your week. An arboretum, well, that's at least 2 months.
So 2 months of happiness, but the problem won't be solved. I see what he's saying.
Exactly why it won't work. You can't ask her to turn her profession into a hobby.
Yeah.
And Keiko's a botanist. And until she can be a botanist again, I'm not sure she's ever really gonna be happy.
Wow, Bashir with the words, guys.
Very clever.
The fact that O'Brien actually wanted his opinion, though, is really interesting. Crazy character development.
Assets for over 5 years now.
You mean Dagor has been scheming and plotting like a...
Oh, don't say it. Oh no, he's actually proud of it. Never mind.
You prove any of this. You can show the council exactly what Dagor has done.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, Quark. You may have saved my family.
Wow, go Quark.
It is the House of Quark, after all.
She's like, yeah, but when this is over, we're not gonna be married.
Very grateful for all you've done, Quark. You take your hand off my thigh instead of shattering every bone in your body.
Okay.
As you can see from the gross adjusted assets tabulation in column J.
They're like, what?
I don't want to hear anything more about finances, mergers.
No, but this isn't...
Currency transactions.
No, but this is important.
He has smeared my name, and I demand vengeance through personal combat.
What? No.
I have a witness who will say he watched Kozak trip.
Oh, is it gonna be Rom?
I don't know what he's trying to pull here. The only other person who was there was...
Oh, yeah, they have Rom.
Quiet.
Jeez, old man jump scare.
They're the ones to kill me tomorrow.
It's a matter of honor, Quark. Dagor has...
I feel like we just missed something.
But all you have in there is a piece of latinum. And it's a pretty small piece at that.
Oh, wow, burn. She grilled him. Because her name's like grilled something. Is it not technically Quark's house still?
What? You think I should stay and fight Dagor?
Yeah.
Who cares if some Klingon female loses her house?
I certainly don't.
Me neither.
Well,
The look. I love the way Rom runs as well. He's like a crab.
Ask that it be dissolved and its land and property be turned over to me as compensation.
I hate this guy so much. And I love Quark so much. That robe that he's wearing is so cool.
Dagor, son of whatever.
Oh.
Whatever happens, I am proud of you.
I wish I could say that's comforting.
Okay, Quark. How is Quark gonna win this at all? Interesting move, Quark.
That is why I'm here, isn't it? To be killed? Well, here I am. So go ahead and do it.
Okay.
You only want me to put up a fight so that your precious honor will be satisfied.
Okay, Quark.
There's nothing more than an execution. So, if that's what you want, that's what you'll get.
An execution. Wow.
I hope you remember to tell them how you heroically killed an unarmed Ferengi.
Oh my days.
Your size.
Wait, this could work.
I didn't want to believe the things he said about you yesterday.
Oh, but he just proved it.
This pathetic little man, then you have no honor.
Oh my god. It worked. Oh my god. Oh, and everyone's gonna turn around now. Oh, me too.
A brave Ferengi. Who would have thought it possible?
Quark's brave. He's shown his bravery in the past.
To justify granting you special dispensation, you can lead your house on your own.
Oh, sick. She's like, we're getting a divorce.
How can I repay you?
Come to the bar.
I would like a divorce, please.
I can give it to you right away.
Oh. That's how you divorce someone?
You're a free man.
What? That's it? That's so easy.
Son of Keldar.
Kapla to you two.
Kaplar. Look at Rom, man. Look at Rom.
There's an agrobiology expedition leaving for the Janitsa Mountains in Bajor in 2 weeks.
Oh my god. Yeah, go, Keiko.
How long is this expedition supposed to last?
6 months.
6 months. Keiko, no. But
Don't let this business about this school make you feel guilty and...
Oh, this isn't about guilt.
it's about you.
About you being happy.
Yes.
That's what you trained to do. That's what you love. Be a botanist, Keiko. Be the best damn botanist in the galaxy.
Oh, it chills again.
When you stood there in front of the gore, you were magnificent.
Yeah, you were.
Wash your mouth out with Galco.
You can't buy respect, brother. And that's what you have now, respect.
Yeah, that's true.
Tell the story again. No, I mean, tell me.
Oh, wait.
I want to hear it again.
That's so cute.
But I'm taking this time out of your paycheck.
He's willing for that as well?
A meter taller than I remembered.
Wow, guys, that was a brilliant episode. Wow. No, that was so good. Oh, I have like goosebumps from the ending of that episode. Oh, that made me so happy. And that was my reaction to episode 3 of season 3 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, The House of Quark. And I can see why some people recommended me this episode because I really loved this episode. It was a Klingon episode, and I love Klingons as a species. Whenever they're in an episode, whether it's TNG, whether it's TOS, whether it's DS9, they always make for some really good viewing, some really good television, and this was no different. The Klingons were awesome in this episode, but I mean, come on, the House of Quark, the standout of this episode was our guy Quark. Wow, what a great Quark episode, and also what a great O'Brien episode as well. The O'Brien Keiko stuff was so phenomenal, got so many chills. I'll talk about O'Brien Keiko first, and then I'll get into the Quark stuff later. It was really interesting to see actually in both Quark and O'Brien's perspective and how the Dominion has affected Deep Space Nine. I was wondering how Star Trek Deep Space Nine was going to handle these story plot threads and these like overarching plots as we go into season 3, because a lot of you guys said that season 3 and beyond starts to be like the serialized content, you know what I mean, where we start to get this big overarching plot. Not that we didn't necessarily have that in season 1 and 2, but that it becomes a lot more prominent in the more standalone episodes, you know what I mean, like in the middle of the season. Because in the middle of the season, in seasons 1 and 2, you just have these random episodes that don't necessarily connect to anything else besides maybe have some character development for our characters. But I feel like from season 3 and beyond, or at least from what I'm getting from episode 3 from the House of Quark, is that we mention things, we mention these story beats, we see how these story beats affect our surroundings in an episode that you could label as episodic. You could definitely say this episode is a standalone episode, but at the same time, the ramifications of the season 3 premiere plus the season 2 finale impacts this episode greatly and is the reason for a lot of the storylines that happen in this episode, which is great. But Keiko and O'Brien, it was such a cute thing, and it was really awesome to see how great of a husband O'Brien is to Keiko. I mean, I thought it was just so nice seeing how sad she was, but feeling very helpless in not being able to help her, not being able to satisfy her enough for her to stay happy. And I really liked his discussion with Bashir when they were talking about the arbitrium, I don't know. You know the word I'm trying to say. I just don't remember it in my head at the moment. But I really liked the discussion and how Bashir was basically like, yeah, that'll give you like 2 months. That'll give you 2 months where she's happy and she's, distracted, but it doesn't solve the underlying issue. The underlying issue is that no matter what she's doing on the station, she's not doing what she's trained for. She's not doing what she loves. And you need to find a solution for that, or else things are just going to get worse and worse, and she's going to become more unhappy and more unhappy. And so the resolution at the end for their storyline, where she is going to be taking herself and Molly, I think that's what their kid's name is, and she's going to be doing botanist work on Bajor for a bit. I think that's actually a really good solution to this story, and it's going to be sad with O'Brien not having Keiko around. He maybe even will be upset from time to time, just like really sad, out of it, not having her to come back home to and stuff. But at the same time, she will be really happy, and I think that will make O'Brien happy. So I really like that ending for that storyline that we got there, that B plot, and I really like O'Brien and Keiko together. So whenever they're in a scene together, it's just really awesome. But then we had the Quark and Klingon stuff in this episode, which is so cool. The House of Quark, he owned a Klingon house for a bit, which was so awesome. But the whole trial and everything, when he threw down his, I forget what it's called. called? It starts with a B, but it's a Klingon sword thing. He threw it down on the ground and he's on his knees and he's like, this is going to be an execution. This was always going to be an execution. So now you have to execute me. But if you execute me, it's without honor and stuff like that. And then the guy's about to, he gets stopped. You know, they all do the cross thing and turn around. It was just, that was such an awesome scene, guys. That was so cool. I really like how Rom is so inspired by Quark now, and how Rom respects Quark a lot now. I really like that little speech that Rom had about respect and how you can't earn, or you have to earn respect. You know, you can't earn it like money though, like it comes in another way. And you could really just see like Rom's, you know, he wanted to hear the story again even though he was there. His eyes were lit up, his mouth was open. Like, I don't know, I think the dynamic between Rom and Quark has started to shift a little bit, and especially Rom's outlook towards Quark and the bar and being a Ferengi has sort of shifted a little bit with this episode, which I thought was awesome. The Ferengi woman, oh not the Ferengi woman, the Klingon woman who marries Quark, I forget her name, it was like Grilla or something like that. She was so cool. I loved the part where Quark had his hand on her thigh and she's like, because I like you, I will let you move your hand, or and not to break your bones or every bones in your body or something. She said that so toughly and smoothly, but with a smile. It was so good. Obviously her kiss at the end, the way that she divorced him, the slap, the yelling, and then the spit on the floor. What a great way to divorce someone. I feel like all divorces should be that easy, you know what I mean? A slap, a yell, and a spit. That should be it. And then it's over, you know what I mean? And then it's over. But yeah, overall, I guess I didn't talk a lot about the Klingon stuff, but it was just great to see all the Klingons, see these housings, see the council, that Klingon council thing again. That was really cool. Be on their home world and stuff like that. See that Klingon architecture, that beautiful Klingon architecture. See Quark going through the finances, discover a way to defeat the other guy, whatever his name was. Dagor, I think his name was, the guy who got banished at the end, who was trying to take over the House of Kozak. And yeah, just watching him go through all the finances, finding a different path. It was all really cool. And yeah, I mean, I really loved this episode overall, and I'm really excited now to get into the next one, which is episode 4 of season 3 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Equilibrium. I'm sorry, I cannot speak today. Equilibrium. I hope you enjoy. That's like a nice pizza.
Here you go. Enjoy. Thanks.
What, is Jake like a waiter now or something?
I hope I'm not boring you.
Just because I don't need food, Commander, doesn't mean I'm not interested.
I bet that smells so good.
May I?
By all means.
Look at Odo mixing there. He's moving the bowl.
That's it. It's all in the wrist.
Aw, that's so cute.
It smells delicious. Black and red fish with cream spinach and sauteed beets.
Oh my god.
Well, they're not exactly a personal favorite of mine, no.
That's
Bashir?
because you haven't had them prepared properly.
Bashir has a fear of beets.
Come in.
Oh, what a day. I just spent 6 hours.
Is everyone just having a dinner? This would be great.
I've been looking forward to this all day.
I hope you like beets.
I love them.
Odo is still mixing.
Even strokes.
I know he's moving his whole head and body with it. It's so awesome.
It wasn't very good. Oh, I know the feeling.
She says, I know the feeling.
Even Jadzia had any musical ability.
Oh man.
Would have been born without a tin ear. Sounds like one of you had some talent after all.
Bro, you're playing so well.
Lovely.
Quiet.
Yeah, Bashir, shut up.
That's not it.
It's okay, don't get worked up.
Maybe you hit on it by accident, you know, beginner's luck.
But I know it somehow.
How then? Wait, I want to know what this song is. It's kind of emotional. I have no idea why. I am interested. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Oh, I'm very intrigued, and I kind of wanted the whole episode to just be them talking around a dinner and having a good time. That would be the best episode of all time, I think. Is she still trying?
You're humming. It's a little distracting.
No, she's not trying on the piano, but it's in her head.
Do me a favor. Try.
The most aggressive try of all time.
Your turn. You sure you want to do that?
You're like, what kind of move is that?
Check.
Where did that knight come from?
You're so distracted.
Why don't we just call it a day? You obviously have other things on your mind.
Curzon always suspected you were a cheat.
Wait, why is she getting angry now?
We both know you're trying to cheat me here. So why don't you just admit it?
Wait, what's going on? Why are we getting evil Dax all of a sudden?
There's nothing to talk about.
You can't really think he tried to cheat you.
I knew you'd take it.
And why are you getting so angry at a game of chess?
Dax.
I'm serious. Leave.
Wait, what's going on? It's this tune, I swear. This music is doing something to her head.
Get your hands off of me. Before I do something I'll regret.
And that's a threat. Maybe she just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, you know? That's it. That's the only reason. Wait, no, this is actually really cool. And that's really creepy. Where did you go? Who are you? What is the music? Oh my god. Oh my god, leave. Ah, that was the creepiest. Oh my god. And that's the creepiest of them all. I'm joking, Quark is not creepy.
I feel like I have so much anger inside and I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah, I think it's a song.
And the music. Benjamin, I have to find out what that music is.
Yeah, I think that is important.
And I hope I never do again. It was terrifying.
Have any of Dax's other hosts?
No, but...
Good question.
Injured in a shuttle accident.
Torias. He was Dax's 5th host, wasn't he?
Interesting.
There must have been a lot of tissue damage. The doctors couldn't keep his isoboromine levels up.
Jeez.
When the levels dropped to below 40% of normal, they had to remove the symbiont.
Oh, weird, okay.
How low are they?
They've fallen to 73% of normal.
Oh my days.
I'm not sure. There's no tissue damage.
It's like someone's trying to get the symbiote out.
And I suggest we take her back to the Trill homeworld and have the doctors at the Symbiosis Commission examine her.
I want to go to the Trill homeworld. We haven't been there before, have we?
Always said he wanted to show me the Trill homeworld. Looks like I'm going to get there after all.
Yes, let's go. What do you call Trill kids? Trillion.
But if anything happens to Jadzia...
I know. I feel the same way.
I love how much everyone cares about each other.
Yes?
Nice pajamas.
Not at all.
He's always awake for Dax.
But the doctors at the Symbiosis Commission know a lot more about this than I do.
I can't believe I'm going back there.
She doesn't want to?
What I remember is the endless series of tests they put me through.
Okay.
I put so much pressure on myself. I wanted to be joined so badly.
Well, look on the bright
I think everyone puts pressure on themselves if they want to be joined, yeah?
But I've always been afraid of doctors.
Why?
Terrified of them.
Really?
Well, they seem to know everything. Then, as I got older, I decided that I wanted to know what they knew.
He's told us his story of why he became a doctor before.
That's right. And you know what I learned?
Because there's that plant thing, right?
Now, if that little story didn't put you to sleep, I don't know what will.
Oh.
You're more than welcome to stay the night here if you want. You can have the top bunk.
Or my bed, if you want to sleep in my bed.
If it's not too much trouble, would you mind if I took the lower bunk?
Whatever you want.
Thank you.
But she is secretly sad. He doesn't like the top bunk. He has a fear of heights too.
Is this light too bright for you?
Dax? Oh wow, she's asleep.
Sweet dreams.
I wish I could sleep that fast. I know people who do. One of my brothers, man, can sleep anywhere. He can be sitting at the kitchen counter. The next thing, I turn around, turn back, look at him, and he'll be asleep on the kitchen counter like this. It's actually insane. How do you do that?
Dr. Renhall, everyone's very excited about your being here, you know. Jadzia is the...
Why does she say it weird? It's Jadzia, not Jadzia.
I put her on a benzosciatic regimen to compensate. As you can see, there's already a 3% improvement.
Oh, that's good.
No, Dr. Bashir can administer it.
She says everyone's names weirdly, I swear. Jadzia, Bashir. The smile at the end. Oh no. Oh no, here comes a hallucination again. I really like this music cue. Ooh. What? What?
Dax! Jadzia!
What is going on? What is going on, guys?
And we all know the time you spent here wasn't that easy.
But the uniforms they were wearing, they were from over 100 years ago.
Interesting.
So you feel we're on the right track with these treatments?
Yes, I do. But I still want to see you tomorrow.
No, I feel like she's missing something. There's another reason for these hallucinations as well.
The Guardians.
They're unjoined Trill who have devoted their lives to the care of the symbionts.
Interesting. The second best thing to being joined, I feel.
So, this is where the symbionts breed.
They're
Weird, huh?
throughout these caves.
They're slug pools. Sorry, they're so gross.
That explains things.
Can I ask what you're doing?
Yes.
Are you gonna tell us?
Sometimes. Don't know why I put up with it.
It's like kids.
Well, it's sunny. Very pleasant.
Ah, sunshine. I miss sunshine.
How long have you been down here, bro?
I know. Something's wrong.
Oh my god, he just knows instantly.
Oh. Oh, that is not good.
Wait, why does he know?
They're hallucinations.
Actually, they're memories.
They're what?
No, not necessarily. Could be any one of the hosts.
Interesting.
Come with me. Let's see what we find.
You think that guy in the hood is one of the hosts?
Not sure which one. So he wants me to come back again tomorrow to see him.
You know what? That's more information than anyone else has given you. This is the song.
Does the name sound familiar?
Joran Bilar.
And the outfits from about 100 years ago is adding up. Is that the guy in the mask? She recognizes him. Oh, she's been transported to a memory. Oh my days. Hold on. Dude, everything just came back. And we know, who is that person in the mask though? I didn't recognize the face. Was it the music person? I don't think so.
I don't understand it. A decrease that severe is usually the result of tissue damage. Commander, this...
Brain tissue damage?
If we can't get her isoboramine readings up to an acceptable level within 48 hours, I'm afraid we'll have to remove the symbiont.
Oh no.
But Jadzia would be the first to tell you that our primary responsibility must be to the symbiont.
She did say that earlier.
Her condition had something to do with one of Dax's previous hosts.
That was just speculation.
Yeah, but good speculation.
I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do.
How do you know that unless you try?
Okay, Bashir. Okay, Bashir.
I hope your friend recovers. I truly do. Now, if that's all, I'm very busy.
Is there some type of conspiracy here?
He's not busy. He's scared.
Yeah, why?
That one of the Dax hosts had something to do with this composer Bilar.
Yeah.
Here we are. Born on stardate 1024.
There's not much of a file, is there?
His records. There was detailed information on each host.
Could the file have been purged?
Possible.
Yes. The ratios for a file 5 times larger. There was definitely more information here.
Interesting. So what's he hiding?
The same day the Dax symbiont was put into Curzon.
Oh, this has to be more than a coincidence.
Yeah. This is way more than a coincidence.
Check the central database. See if he's still alive.
Hold on.
I've established a comlink.
Put him on the main viewer.
Wait. Okay, this is cool.
Yes. Can I help you?
I'm Commander
Such an old man now.
Joran Bilar. Do you know him?
Of course I did. He was my brother.
Oh, interesting.
Years ago. I have a hard time remembering what happened yesterday.
That's fair. That's fair.
He was a candidate for joining?
That's what I just said, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, Cisco.
That recommended dropping him was killed trying to escape the murder scene.
Interesting.
Confident, not even colder than usual. And when I had
He had the symbiote inside of him.
that he'd been joined.
Oh, he had, and I bet it was Jadzia's. I bet it was Dax.
Died. The Dax symbiont was put into Curzon. What if that's not what happened?
Oh, interesting.
For Curzon.
Which means she'd be host 8.
A host named Duran Belar.
Then why doesn't she remember all of that? I bet the symbiote, or they did something to her that suppresses the memories.
Tell Dr. Torvin to prepare the new host for surgery. We'll begin transferring the symbiont in 15 minutes.
Tell Dr.
Bruh, she's not at 40% yet.
The symbiont is in danger.
So is Jadzia.
I can't do anything for her.
Yeah, you can.
Talking about the fact that 86 years ago, the Symbiosis Commission mistakenly gave the Dax symbiont to Duran Belar.
Yes.
Seeing any mention of a Duran Dax on our record.
Because everyone lied.
Just like they tried to erase all knowledge of Duran from Dax's memory.
Okay, they tried to erase it.
We wondered about that too. What was it about Duran that had to be hidden at all costs?
He was a murderer.
I understand the percentage is very low. Maybe 1 in 1,000.
That's right.
Which is why
1 in 1,000. Wow.
violent tendencies should have rejected a symbiont within a matter of days. Yet that didn't happen, did it?
Yes.
Can be joined successfully for that long. How many others can be joined as well? Hundreds.
So it's all a lie. It's all a lie. Hold on.
If she dies, I'll see to it that the entire planet knows why.
Oh my god, Cisco.
It would mean chaos. There aren't enough symbionts for that many hosts. Nearly half our population is capable of being joined.
Half.
Duran's memories have to be allowed to surface, to reintegrate with...
So let them surface then, buddy.
Jadzia's a strong woman. I say we give her that chance.
What if you're wrong?
She's gonna die anyways. She looks sick in that gown, by the way. Is she gonna bathe in the pool? I think she is gonna bathe in the pool. Hope it's warm. Be like a nice hot tub. What the heck?
You know who I am.
You're a part of me.
Okay, I thought this was like an actual guy in the water, but no. This is her accepting the host. Wow, interesting. That means she's murdered someone in her past, though. Big moment for Dax there, guys. Big moment.
No, I'm glad I did. If you want to know who you are, it's important to know who you've been.
That's a good line.
Benjamin, I'll see you in the morning.
Aw. Now she can play. Now she can play music. Wow. That was another fantastic episode. Season 3 is 4 for 4 at the moment. And that was my reaction to Equilibrium, the fourth episode of Season 3 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and a really fantastic Dax episode. I don't know why. I wasn't expecting a Dax episode for this one because the thumbnail is Kira and Bashir, so I was expecting either a Bashir episode or a Kira episode, but no, we got a Dax episode, and this was such a fun time. We got to go to the Trill homeworld, which is somewhere we've never been before. It looked absolutely beautiful and clean, kind of exactly how I thought the Trill homeworld would look like. We got to see some of the symbiotes in their puddles of murky like milk water. They were so gross, I can't lie. Seeing them swim around, seeing these little slug symbiotes swim around, really gross. Would never stick my hand in there. Dax is very brave for walking into there. I don't think I could ever do that. Imagine you're standing in that pool of milk water and a little slug just slithers past your leg or your ankle, this slimy little slug. Oh, no, that's gross. We had a crazy conspiracy with the fact that almost half of the Trill population can actually become joined, which is crazy to think about because they've always made it seem like it's like the top 0.1% or 0.5% of Trills will get to be joined. But it's actually almost 50% of all Trills have the potential to be joined. You know what I mean? Have the capabilities to be joined, which is out of this world. This is a huge cover up, but it also makes sense why they would do it. And I really liked how Cisco kind of handled the situation where he was like, I don't want to expose you guys, I just want Jadzia to live, and if Jadzia dies, then I'll expose all you guys. And I think the reason why he wasn't incredibly bothered necessarily in exposing everyone is because I don't feel like this is a huge deal necessarily in comparison, and I actually think that this lie almost makes for a more organized society in a way, because what that Trill doctor said about how if people knew, if everyone on this Trill world knew that almost 50% of them could be joined, it would be chaos. Symbiotes would be auctioned off, they'd be sold at prices, they'd be commodities and objects. I think that's the words that she used. And I saw her point. I do think that she's right. If people knew that it was so easy for them to become hosts, then everyone would start to try and do it. You know what I mean? And so the whole thing, like, you would get horrible people becoming these Trill hosts. You'd get, I don't know. So I do understand where she's coming from. And of course, it's never good to lie. But I feel like this lie does help their society just because of how it is structured now. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was kind of interesting how it was a crazy cover-up, but the cover-up is understandable, if that makes any sense. The whole hallucination stuff in this episode was really cool. I really liked the stuff with the music. The tune that was played throughout this episode was really, really cool, and I loved how she played it on the keyboard at the start of the episode, but then it indicated the hallucinations, and I loved that it indicated the hallucinations because now we know that the person that she's hallucinating about was actually one of her past lives. I think like life number 6 or something like that, or yeah, life number 6, because she would be life number 8 now, because Curzon was number 6, but now he's pushed to number 7 because there's a secret little life in there. It's like Doctor Who, if you've seen Doctor Who and the 50th anniversary, and there's the War Doctor and stuff like that, one that we never knew of, but boom, he's in there, boom, he's right there. But yeah, I really liked how the music kind of connects to the musical nature of this secret host that we didn't know that she had, this secret life that we didn't know that she had, and the music was really awesome just in general, just that piano tune. It was so beautiful to watch, but very haunting at the same time, the way it would linger during the hallucinations. The whole masks thing was really awesome, and the way that she like unveiled him, and then we learned about the musician and stuff like that. Really interesting overall, and I wonder if this is going to have any ramifications for her, because she murdered someone in this life, and so I wonder if this is going to come back in some way where she's going to understand why she murdered someone, or feel guilty about murdering someone, or have the knowledge on how to murder someone. I don't know. I just wonder if this is going to come back in some way, because murdering someone is not a small thing. Don't get me wrong. Murdering someone is not a small thing. But yeah, I really just liked how this episode kind of gave us a lot of Trill stuff by going to the world. We got to know a little bit more about Dax. Dax knows a lot more about herself now. I wonder if she'll be more confident or more afraid of herself. It'll be interesting to see how this episode, or if this episode, affects Dax in the future, as well as if the revelations of this episode and the whole joining and 50% stuff ever comes to fruition, and that ever comes out into the Trill world eventually. That would be interesting. I don't think that will ever happen, but it would be interesting. And yeah, I think that is going to be the end of my review. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. Remember, if you'd like to check out more of my Star Trek Deep Space Nine reactions, you can head over to my Patreon, where right now I'll have up to episode 10 watched and ready for you guys to watch on Patreon, which will be awesome. I'm sure I enjoyed every single episode between this one and episode 10. I'm sure season 3 is absolutely fantastic, and I'm having a blast. But if you want to see me having a blast, you can head over to Patreon and watch those episodes. If not, I'll see you next week for episodes 5 and 6 of season 3 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Second Skin, and The Abandoned. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you next time for my next Star Trek Deep Space Nine reaction.